there's a lot of issue with compensation, and those compensation has two issues. The consultant actually valued the assessed properties, which is being disputed by a section of the affected claimants, which is being contested with the land valuation board, so that they were going to do the certification. And then we have the issue with the court cases. There are over 80 court cases that are still being addressed by the contractor as well as the consultant and the Ghana Highway Authority. Some of them have been cleared, but others are still outside, especially from the Amasaman area towards Nsawam, Hebron, Media, Samsam Junction, and the Ansawam Prop around the Blue Sky area. Then we have the issue with the relocations. These are legal issues that have been addressed by Ghana Highway Authority as well as the Ministry of Roads and Highways. So the issues we have now is the compensation issues, the legal issues, and the relocation, which are actually having a toll on the progress of the works by the contractor side.
And Ora Julius Deborah, Chief of Staff, Okopiemo Ewo National College of Defense Studies. Abrano Moyomo matriculation, the Tosumino. No call no Senania Japa, Essence Suku, ne free room be Ashasi no additional for Dun Kunope, and a bedentity, and answer nay, a more picture, a call at Yunu 25 into whom say school no airborne homodine, nor say, Omunya Rishimu say, and Webio Muhibianso, a buying ever so masne.
From a maiden course capacity of 19 participants only, all from Ghana, you have increased participation to 25, including 3 allied officers. Let me use this occasion to extend a warm welcome to our brothers from the various allied countries. I wish you a successful, enjoyable, and eventful year in Ghana. More importantly, I urge you to take this study seriously, because of the potential effect it will have on your career path. I also want to extend similar sentiment to our colleagues from the Ghana Revenue Authority, National Security Secretariat, Ghana Civil Aviation Authority. I expect that more MDAs will take advantage of this program to produce a cohort of strategic thinkers who are required to guide decision-making and policy development within our public sector to a whole new level. Let me congratulate the college for the feat you have chalked within your second year of establishment by attracting allied participants to subscribe to the course. It means that you are on top of your game, even at this early stage of your establishment. And so I urge you to look to the future with enthusiasm and ambition, ensuring that your vision of becoming a center of excellence is achieved within the shortest possible time. Distinguished guests, I have been informed that after the establishment of the college in 2023, the Ministry of Defense and the Military High Command also initiated the process for a presidential charter for the establishment of a National Defense University, which was granted on December 19, 2024, with the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College and Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center as the initial colleges forming the nucleus college of the National Defense University. The expectation is that the Military High Command would expedite the process of migrating the National College of Defense Studies and other training institutions such as Training and Doctrine Command and the Ghana Military Academy to the academic control of the National Defense University to complete the process and give the National Defense University the status and responsibility therein. I am aware of the fact that the National Defense University still have some work to do and will also require some logistical support to be functional. This is why the issue of constructing a permanent campus for NCDS is pertinent, because, as I have been told, the National Defense University will be co-located with NCDS at the yet-to-be-constructed campus. I am also aware that some preliminary works has been done to commence the construction of the NCDS permanent site soon. I want to assure you that the government will expedite the process to start and complete the construction as quickly as practicable.
Penny Quantre for Oshechi, a precious mineral marketing company. A year ura Sami Jemfi ene oni UTV ebo mpunumpu etwetwe nkomo efa hyehyefo fra ban ediaba adwumom de aba behwe sika koso gold board no chese dwumedi aban edi gold board a ode eba no ebeboa aye hyehyɛ pa ama ene sika kwa yitu oman mu no ye behwe ne akrakra no enbi mfa continuously enkopi oman bi so.
So that mean reasons why we need gold board. I mean quick. Number 1, proper regulation. Number 2, Forex, getting all the necessary dollars back
to Ghana.
Number 3, protecting Ghana for good trading, because gold board umrano emma bienfa Ghana sikambo bruni so go to gold my
okay.
And Obroni be anywhere your man a license on Koji Ghana near Juma on the dance. We are using it to protect them. Number 3, no Broni no sika bra gold board was a Broni wo India mi pego.
So no mean to us.
Now what gold board now the sika my. Na the Magana for go to abro.
Okay.
Magana ni nyam fa so on the gold trade. Who the one you gold is that no. Then number 4, market access. Ghana small scale mining gold. What be o kasano uchichi very nicely. So that small scale mining gold now you twinning in ye infrastructure to no mining your fish. On the small scale miners they don't pay royalties. And the taxes and I ye free 1.5% withholding tax. I don't know who say those. And they pay VAT. And here I'm not talking about galamsey. I'm talking about licensed small scale miners. Gold board works with licensed small scale miners. TNTS yes sir. Now omu gold no mutu no. Omu nimwa minus no omo boa ye me nya dollars bebrebe say no nkate bone kakra na afra na mo mu din bone ama obi am beso be boa small scale miners enti most of them are informal, just they are not formalized. Omu ni proper corporate governance practices and structures to work. Omu ni fidie papa yede ye mining in a responsible way, because you can have a license to mine but your practices there may not be in conformity with international standards. And you go no mutu, even though they have a license, to be cotton Europe, to be cotton America. LBM refineries accept this are good, no, even though they have a license. But because there are OECD guidelines on how you should source gold.
Ena Amrado Awada Bank of Ghana ano ekopiemu wo mrahye ma omo headquarters foforo masi no wode ho kontebuo ekoto omanim na wakasa wieye no odmunyamfo Mahama Yarega aboye edom kese ba no dani echire mu senkontebuo ne ntona somkra na ade ba ko a Amrado da Bank of Ghana ano ekaye ene se enkwanya omode ye finishing ewo headquarters honom no omoboka $11 million nko a eho no chire mu se da bi scan dos dodo enti san kontebuo ne hu behia se ombedo mu esuko eyi.
Why are you eager to defend the construction and the pricing? Why are you so eager to defend it? Listen carefully. I gave you a cost minus the security and then the ICT and then the CCTV camera, because the cost of 222 did not include those ones, because the CCTV, the security and all those are a separate contract. So I'm giving you just the square meters cost. You said the square meter cost is not okay. Is 222 million, 222 million point 7 for the 107 square meters. And I'm saying that how is it possible that your square meters move from 73,000 square meters to 107? That is 46%. And yet your price moved from 121 million to 222 million, which is 83% in the increase in the price. So your square meters increased by 46%, and then your price increased by 84%. How is that possible? How is that possible? We're not costing high. We're costing square meters. I'm saying that we are costing square meters. Square meters. Former Minister for Education, how can you convince the SS student that you say you are pricing a building based on square meters, and you say that 73,000 square meters cost you 73,000 3,000 square meters, moving to 107 square meters, the percentage increase is 46.6%. And then when it comes to the price of the same square meters, then it now moves from 121 million to 222 million, which is 84%. How is that possible? Can you explain that? Can you explain that? For me, this is a critical issue. This is a critical issue in my analysis of the price adjustment. And this is why I marched several times to the Bank of Ghana building. This is why I demonstrated from Circle to the Bank of Ghana. Because I never understood why a price movement, square meter movement of 46% will attract a price increase of 84%. I need answers. That has to be explained. It says IES installation cost. IES installation cost. Then ICT installation cost. ICT installation cost. Cost 8.6 million United States dollars. And then the furniture, the chairs that the workers will sit on and work, the chairs that the workers will sit on and work, cost us $11 million. $11 million. How many workers are in the building that it will cost the Republic of Ghana $11 million to buy chairs for them to sit? I know that you have just assumed office. You have just assumed office. And you are telling us that this is the report that you have been given. Have you verified the square meters? Have you conducted a value for money audit?
yɛto asɛm so nansɛn ɛnɔmɛn kɔso asa adwene ɛfa isikasɛm kwan a yɛde totoa ɛbɛyɛye economic dialogue na penifo ɛkɔhyia baako ɛne peni kwankyerɛfo gyina ma Delax Finance wura Joe Jackson ɔde nsɛm atodwa sɛ adwene ɔmokɔfa ayɛ no sɛ ɔman foto samfo ɛde ɔman akwan ɔma sika ɛbɛtodwa nyame yɛ adoma brande ɛbɛya ɔmɔmɔden sɛ nsɛm no ɔkɔkan a ɛhu ehia no ɔmfa bi ɛnka sansusuye no no mfa ɔman sikasɛm no ɔmfa ntotue sɛ ne bɛya budget anase yisika de bebo oman ho bra akwa oman sika no ode beba nsusuye no mokae no ewuramu a ebebo ama oman sika sem agina yi
baya kase san kantiti na omu yewe no wakobo busa no si oide obijai inti His Excellency John Dramani Mahama obae no o si ni minister 60 osha 10 years ago, Obia Koda him for century. A buying boka, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and this time cry lunch, pen Yadimobia, and I Obia also Ubiano Koda fee. No, Ubu say, I think Esono a year 6 March, a best watch name. See this year celebrations ni na ano adwo me nya me hwa ne se senya o ma chance no on fa ko budget ni mu na yen hwe ka o mo bebo me yen hwe se spending no beba from see we have to cut our coat according to our size. Inti say ye hwe budget no na o ma nie o ho cut coat according to the size there me dey believe budget no. Yeah, she said, Abai, Bosa, no pesobo. If Sabai, Abai, Bos Ghana, Bosa Yabon, a dorsal to do. Only a swing to me, swap. The Hessa him or the Baba couple. Again, on by ya saying, can I mind? Me, who said, Ampa. You see, the only face it as all, sick as him, almost ye. And then you said, sikana na undimi nyafu keke tie no na yebe eno ne hia Minister of Finance Honorable Kesielato Fosso ɔsan so ka sɛ nneɛma no yɛ aka no you feel hope ɔne ne nkurɔfoɔ kɔhwɛ sɛ ne ɔmutumi de bi akɔhyɛ budget no mu brɛko na ama nneɛma ayɛ yie nti nneɛma no deɛ ɔmo kae ɛna sɛsia no ɛgyina aban so ɛgyina his excellency John Dramani ɛne ne vice president ɛne ne ministers no so sɛ bɔhyɛ a wɔn de ahyɛ yɛn a yɛkɔtena hɔ sɛ suggestions no wɔn bɛhwɛ na wɔn afa bi de ayɛ adwuma no sɛ wɔn fa de a ahotɔ bɛma ɛbɛba ama obiara sɛ wɔn amfa de a ɛna yɛn wakyerɛ yɛn yie.
abusuafoɔ yi bɛgyina ahome kaseɛbɔ no so ne yɛdi dwa kakra abasesia. Abusiafo ye Simon Makwa bebiem ye beto akase bono eso na eneswafo a wohwe ya ho de ne ensem so odumunyafo John Abdullahi Jinapo eko dwumedie bi ewo Gempa suapon emu na eho no ene okasai no chiremu se enche bia oman Ghana eba no ya ho de ne ensem a omoba be nsachiraye bebrewom se de be betimi aboa madwuma ye didi no ebetimi ye enkoso na ye street light ho sensem ko asese nipa dodo na eka ho asem ne se oka ho
The ministry under my leadership has developed a 5-point agenda to fast-track Ghana's energy transition. Firstly, the ministry is in the process of establishing a renewable energy investment and green transition fund. What we are seeking to do is to take some monies from fossil-based fuels and invest in renewable energy, such as solar systems for homes, off-grid communities, and provide research and development for green technologies, as well as supporting with what we term as solar chargeable outboard motors. We would also aggressively promote the use of electric charging vehicles, solar for irrigation facilities, providing solar systems for hospitals, public schools, including universities, and small and medium-scale enterprises, and support energy efficiency education. In addition, estimates by the Energy Sector Recovery Program indicates that the street light levy is woefully inadequate to cover for the cost of consumption, as well as infrastructure maintenance, and even the energy required to keep the lights on. And so it is our vision that if we can put most of these street lights on solar, what we'll be doing is that we'll reduce the cost of electricity, but also would press or plateau the peakiness of our demand. Because the peak demand is always in the night, between 7 and 12 thereabout. And so if we can take off most of the street lights from the grid, what it means is that you will then be plateauing the demand, which makes it more efficient, predictable, efficient, and reduce the overall cost. With the support of partners such as SECO, KFW, AFDB, GIZ, and the World Bank, the ministry aims to achieve universal access to electricity by the end of this year. The bill for the establishment of the Renewable Energy Agency is undergoing technical review. It will be submitted to Cabinet very soon. The agency, when established, will manage the Renewable Energy and Green Transition Fund and lead government's green energy agenda. The government has committed to implement open and competitive process for renewable energy capacity procurement. We do not intend to procure renewable energies through sole sourcing alone unless it becomes exceptionally important. We would ensure that we go through competitive process.
To achieve such a sustainable energy future, we must leverage various opportunities, including scaling up renewable energy investment, innovation and digitalization, and also encourage public-private partnership in building energy infrastructure, and also through policy dialogues and also building sustainable and consistent regulatory frameworks for the sector. Although we have made great strides, the country's energy transition requires concerted effort from all stakeholders, and I think this policy dialogue is very much important and appreciated. We must work together, government agencies and the private sector, academia, civil society and consumers to create a resilient, inclusive, and a green energy sector.
Yɛtɔ asɛm no so asan twani de akɔ mmarahyɛbadwam ɛnɛ mmarahyɛbadwa no ɛto nsa fra mmrado a ɔda ɔman sika korawe abatan kɛseɛ no ɛyɛ Bank of Ghana ɛyɛ Dr. Johnson Asiama na ne nyinaa ne sɛ ɔmasi atenaeɛ foforɔ ɔmatenaeɛ kɛseɛ pa ɛyɛ headquarters no ɔmasi foforɔ na ɛno no kɔbɔ ho ama no kyerɛ sɛ wohwɛ sika ɔmatua America dollar no ɛyɛ de kɔpɔtɔ kasɛm $230 million ɛyɛ America dollar na ha mienu ni atue aduasa pepem eno matua na de aka ye ka osan mutan etua no eye aduasa baako obepem aduasa baako ni achiripo enwo 31.8 million eno ne ka ewo ho a ose omosan tua.
Mr. Speaker, the project was initially valued by the PPA at 81.8 million US dollars, but later increased to $121.1 million after the Bank of Ghana requested for re-evaluation. This was revised again to $222.8 million, and I'm just rounding off, Mr. Speaker, after the redesign and inclusion of building management systems. Mr. Speaker, there were also statutory requirements, security needs, and sustainability considerations. As a result, the total project cost increased to $261.8 million. Mr. Speaker, as of February this year, a total of $230 million approximately has been paid towards the project, with an outstanding balance of $31.8 million to be paid to the contractor. Mr. Speaker, a total of $48.3 million has been paid in taxes and levies that were related to the construction. Mr. Speaker, beyond the core building, separate contracts were awarded for other infrastructure. These include ICT systems and network infrastructure, which was awarded at a cost of $8.6 million, integrated electronic security systems, which was also awarded at a cost of $15.8 million, and furniture and furnishings that was also awarded at $11.1 million US dollars. Mr. Speaker, these elements were included to ensure that the bank operates in a secure and technologically advanced environment in line with the needs of a modern central bank. Mr. Speaker, while the new headquarters project has understandably drawn public attention, Mr. Speaker, it is important to emphasize that the Bank of Ghana remains fully focused on its primary responsibilities, which is to maintain price stability, which is to ensure financial sector resilience, and which is to foster economic growth. These are the priorities that guide our actions. As an independent central bank, we recognize, Mr. Speaker, that public trust is fundamental to our operations, and that trust is built on transparency, sound decision-making, and a demonstrated commitment to prudent financial management. Mr. Speaker, we want to assure this Honorable House that the new board will exercise its oversight responsibilities efficiently, and the new board will ensure value for money in all our undertakings. Mr. Speaker, once again, I thank you for the invitation. Thank you.
Abusia for Madaroma, yes, Homi Yakasi bonus abesi yeba, yebetos. Ebusiafo ye sign mama kwa babiem ye betwa yensem no eso na Professor Nana Bapia Amfo and the Vice Chancellor ewe University of Ghana Suapon Emuna Mami Ashe ama eye cyber security laboratory o mebie no foforo kra no mebie ano kama na mami kire se sa laboratory yo mebie ano eba beboa se de be ya abe fontentan ho bambo no ebetimi aboa ma adesuafo honom enya ho nimdie.
Nijeda Ekesie wo University of Ghana Suapon Hano ye hwe ni mu ne se ye ne afoforo a ye beka so mo industry ebedi inkita ho na yetimi aye nhihye a ebeboa ye suafo no ewo ha nti ene se de mosi ehui ye bie ye beka nse cyber security lab ade a ebeboa ewo school for no entity yemu efano cyber security in sensem abefo enjumedie ehun entity ano elije sem ne se enye yenko an ye beye ye ne virtual infosec Africa ye ne omo ene afofura omo so omo akwadre wo cyber security in sensem ye bebo mo ana yatete esuafo yi ma omo timi akwadre wo sansem say nansei niema we ya na yehu ewo ewiase nti ebeboa wo entity mu na ni jesem so e ka ho ne say ye be ye nhihye a ye friend say short courses na yetimi so aboa ma wo mpa omuni legonso apon ha say esuafo no so omanya eho emfa so nti ya ade a ebeboa University of Ghana na aboa Ghana man nyina
cyber security no bibia sebi okun ayemfa se kan ene etu so but on say everything akoye digital our modern world and it say obi etimi intrude the bitimi ewie bibia on say your trade secrets bibia enwo hia pa and it say obi timi wie wo trade secrets it means that we need business biem so ano ka ho ana countries so wo hwa ya can say security of a country a whole lot of things and it say obi timi ewia country no ehun niam security setups ni niam bia e ka ho you are in danger so anything cyber security I was in the businesses banks so obi timi introduce into the bank now obetuma sifonu sika so a whole lot and na cyber security na akoya asem so a country like Germany almost lose billions of dollars every year our cyber with security and na who be here say o man bi ti say Ghana o man bia any ebebre say obe protecting na in cyber space
we ni dia tuso miensa ade aya miensa aya o Ghana aye bi o Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and aye bi o Presbyterian University College and there's a third one but this is the biggest of all of it na dia wine say percent yeboa university na ban paint me yeboa universities no na omunya tools o metimi e de ache amabu ade on cyber security field nteno na kai akoma so me call university
ya to ansem no so akofra mante amanfo ewo gaveji na salakope ewo Ketu South eye mensin no mu ewo framante mu no mo kire se enanse de pono ebo asroche de kan potoka se tara waves no ha omo pa na ebi da square dan mu ebi da asore dan mu sense o madan ebubu ebi okra pete mu no mo da de yare ne o ha na ebro ne no mo to asa ban se o hwe no ntwanani no mo ka biewu no mebo mo se ne be ya ombesi afasuo bi a ebe masa de no atwa no mo so banya asetena pa abobra.
Since the thing started, we find it difficult to sleep in our room and have a peace of mind because the distraction of the sea actually started on the year 2016 when they started the first sea defense. But actually, we never knew that it would continue to this extent. So, in the situation where the thing started right now, there's nothing we can do to prevent it because the sea is on its own. So we are pleading to the government to come to our aid, to help us do something about it. because the materials we have, even we don't have a place to lay down our head. Our neighbor houses, which we can relocate and go and sleep with them, those houses are also affected by the destruction of the sea.
Since ko chakwa jagomofia ne salakopo kula gavaji gbagbafia adefu agba fofo manto a mi adra bokata chakwa mo zomi lafi yin kata gbogbon wa den paji ta ona jagba o troshicho chakwa yanchi nami nenye pede gola nami o de pa nami arale ogola fi chakwa na te ajole mi agbo vie kwa o jagba chonchi nami si defense attack kwa mi onya tefe si defense ala vient bord number like na po vojaklo tomo yo fudan ho de pana oba tote.
The disaster is very huge, which most of them run away to their various homes. Some they don't get a place to sleep. At least if night like this, they will sit down quietly to watch how the sea will go before some can sleep.
I'm here today to sympathize with my colleagues in Agaveji Amutinu Salakope community, because what is happening to them, it might happen to me. If there is nothing done earlier, maybe my community will be the next community. You see, the reason why all these Tiger waves is happening, we need a sea defense. The sea defense, I can proudly say that it continued in the NDC regime, and then it came back. It started in 2019 that way, and then it ended around maybe in a year. It was a year that it ended. So the previous government, that was the MPP government, if those governments were supposed to start where NDC ended, I think by this time we will not be having this problem. I quite remember the MCE then, Elliot Agbenawu, said they were the stones that they were using, the rocks that they were using for the sea defense was just an animal, it was just a stone throw. So if they were to use that stone throw to even save the people of Agaveji and Amuchin Salakope, I think by this time there will not be any riot like this for our people the way they are suffering. We are calling on benevolence, not only Ghanaians, we are calling for foreign benevolence to help the community to do only sea defense. It's only sea defense that I think it can help. Now we have 7-6 over here, and they have graders and they have a lot of machines that can help us. In the daytime, around morning from 6 to 7 o'clock that way, I think the sea might be calm. So they can be using their graders to be taking sand out from the sea that will be help us a little bit not to cross the road.
Iyeko Asante Mantemu na yenya ntie se Mamtek Junior High School ensukese bi ato ama omochense dan ne so nyina apa anyasem kuma kra na headmaster woda suku yi ano eye owura kwasi entwi wosesesi a wokasa die adesuafo bebra hasa eno munya ba bi ntena ase ensuade
sakin Japan anka esen kwara ni nyina kikuzi bat ya hwese die ne nsuo na si emuna ne mframano shash ya ne bifie kwa awa nti na ya packing kwara ni bi wo classroom na bi so ya classes nti yehu ya ne se mfitem no ahyase na body den teachers na wo ho no classroom ho no na kwara ni na sanso abo blackboard na nim no kale to hu bi MP do mu ani ba ho so na tese tensi net abo the next dog no boy ansa na ekuri asa akotire akoto from 3 class no so ko boss ansa na ekofo de no na nim no tensi na nim nyina atiti ana from 2 de no so fa no so boss na tekofo for school canteen nyina dwiragu nie sisi go atutu tensi no bi kitari biafo anyasem ketu from me fa no amede na no de na sese ye yidi dia ka eye wo mo etemene ana sabire no mo ande hia ko sadaro eso ana swapa ise skabie ni babia nti hiamwa abumfo 1992 fo all students mesra wo mo ada wo mo na beboa me 94 fo so beboa me kakra nti bra omo so omo temene a na sere wo nse omo nse ntwe omo ani ensa amra na ese dia sankese na atoye ehia mo apa ankura bia obatimene na wo mamtek DHS hondo onfo do bobu na kitwa bi ensa
Yeto ansem no so akọ ahafumantemu na akyerɛkyerɛfo a wapramade ɛwɔ ahafumantemu ɛkyerɛsɛ nsubransɛm bi atɔ na sɛdeɛ si aha ɔmo no ebi kura baabi ɔmo tena ayɛde ɛde ama ɔmo na no ɛna ɔmo to asɛ sɛ ɛbɛboa sɛ mpanimfoɔ ba bɛhwɛ ɔmo esanse atena yɛ na ɛboa ɛma adeɛ kye a ɔmo tumi kɔ ɔmo nnwuma so
yɛwɔ dɛm ɛna ehu sɛ nsuo tɔ mframa ɛfa yɛbɛwan sɛ yɛdan apagya yɛ nneɛma so amirika me yɛsi adwane a light pole nyinaa bubu yɛdan so apɛ no yɛnya baabi ana baabi nneɛma bɛda akɔrɛ ho asɛm ɔden yɛsi ka dɛm na me 2000 me ne nyinaa aho me hu baabi sika ne nyinaa aho akɔfa nti ɛno akɔ baabi bɛda akɔrɛ ho asɛm ɔden nti yɛsra aban ɛne MP ne aboa fa so mma mɛboa nya sɛ apɛmɛdi mama yɛayɛ mmɔbɔ ɔma mɛboa yɛ asɛm ɛya
deɛ hu ya ne sɛ dan a yɛ teachers quarters a akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ no ɛdɛm no ɛso apa amadan no ɛfa abu other rooms no so deɛ nkyɛnse no atete koraa kyɛ sɛ oyɛ no hwɛ a ɛnyɛ yie nkwasɛm ni awerɛ hɔ mprempren ntade a yɛbɛhyɛ mpo ayɛ de yɛn ntadeɛ nyinaa asɛe yɛn document yɛn certificate ɛne yɛn TV ne yɛn nneɛma deɛ nsuo no afɔ ne nyinaa ma ne nyinaa asɛe
sɛ ya permanent teachers quarters mo teacher for yɛ ho akyerɛ pa yɛ ho akyerɛ yɛn sɛ do ade yɛ no na ehu enti atemu ma na ewom de ni kwale nim sɛ yɛ wo awie sɛ yɛ da so koko sɛre siwda na chi so pa be boy yɛ de so tie nkyɛnse ni nyinaa tete yɛ nneɛma nyinaa sɛ yɛ document nyinaa sɛ sɛ ehiamwa
nti na me hyɛ box anko akora na me bowra ho na pono lock yɛ
Ebusuafo yemra so say ye de kase ebo no esi ansane ebekọ no ye kai mo say Pepsodent ewo honom timistra wo so betwiri wo sia no pane anwumre nyina aya Pepsodent na fatwi wo sene kama na emwa omo wo charcoal omo herbal triple protection ene cavity fighter. Pepsodent say every smile matters in timistra so wenuma ho ne die nsem koyie na wo serious so ye fa a Pepsodent and now the battery was saying. Now, and you may Maminda Pellex African Styles as say, no and a share me at our dear Mr. Wo SCC wager open DVLA. I am no afraid anti pel. It was 0243 961 384 0243 961 384 and a she salon. On also a wager one money West Coast Money D and Shenimo one also bomitina and mammy number near 0558 611 842 0558 611 842. I can kind for you me abana bayi nyano mene
enim ado
yadam was say amamuninamu and unity.